Hi, Vincent. Oh, wait, I lost you. Here, you're a little birdie on my shoulder. You're a very bearded birdie on my shoulder.
Wow.
Vinny, thank you for picking up Elizabeth's slack. I appreciate you.
Oh, you assume I'm going to do it well.
Well, it'll be perfect because you did it. Yeah. See, look, I mean, that's like the perfect spot for my coffee. Right next to my I voted sticker.
Your fingers can't fit around the cup to get it.
And this is perfect after I move it for my camera to fit in there. Good morning. Happy Monday morning. My name tag is
Still crooked.
Still Crooked. Hi, Liz.
Hi.
Hi, Vin. Oh, there's no Vincent. I lost him.
Don't worry, the bearded
on in.
bird is on the way.
The bearded bird.
Bearded bird. It's a new nickname for today.
Yo. This is so weird that, I mean, it's only been a couple of weeks, but with Vinny working on Mondays now,
It is weird.
it messes me up with, I don't like you being here, Vinny. I mean, I love it when you're here, Vincent. That's what I meant.
Well, that came out.
You had those inside sounds.
When those inside thoughts come out.
Damn it, I hate it when that happens. Welcome to Monday. Well, first, good morning.
You're going to be a Sour Patch Kid?
I am. And like the title said, thanks to Maj, Teray, and Black Guns Matter for coming out here last week. It came out on Friday. If you missed it, you messed up. You should have come out and shown up. If you've never heard Maj talk or met him, he's a phenomenal individual, great speaker, very passionate person, and it was awesome. Except you all are a disappointment.
Not all of you.
Nope, all of you.
No.
All of you.
No absolutes, Philly.
Today is absolute.
Oh, he's belt fed today.
I was pretty hot. So Maj was here on Friday. We had to close down registration because we had 75 or 80 people, something like that, signed up for the class. So we told Maj, like, that's it, dude. We can't take any more. We're gonna go rent chairs, and we only have 50 chairs here. Well, Maj ended up telling us, like, he does this all the time. He's like, hey, don't worry about renting chairs. People can stand, whatever. We had 13 people show up out of 75 or 80 that were signed up. It's disappointing to me. Mm-hmm. And we've talked about it here before with classes, with matches, with Lady Sentinel. You know, you sign up for something and it's free. You take a seat from somebody else, right? In this case, we closed down registration 2 weeks ago. So people that wanted to come couldn't come because registration was closed. And we had plenty of seats because nobody showed up. We saw this when we did a GOA was here, I don't know, maybe a year ago, for some advocacy training, and we had like 30 people signed up and 3 show up, I think, something like that.
Oh, yeah, other than employees,
4.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. It was me and you, and I think 3 other people.
Yeah.
And that's it. That just infuriates me. We see it with matches. People sign up for a match, and now if you withdraw, that's nice, thank you.
Yes.
But if you don't and you don't show up, you're a jerk. I mean, it irritates me. Be the better person. Don't sign up for it.
Let's give the why. Why is it a frustration for? I mean, I think everybody understands that. Of course, like you signed up, it's free, no big deal.
Yeah.
That's where the things that most people don't know, or a lot of people don't know, come into play.
Like this isn't free.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's
Not free for us. Or
It costs us money because we have to not do other things because we're having this event here. It costs Maj money to come here, to get a hotel room, to
travel.
just simply for his knowledge,
Yeah.
right? And he's offering that to you for free, and people just don't value it and they don't show up, right? If you sign up for something 3 weeks ago and you realize as it's getting closer, oh, my kids have got a soccer game or something, so I can't go, remove your registration so somebody else can sign up. It's that simple. If you sign up, I'm going to go back to matches for a second. If you sign up for the wait list, you should assume that you are going to get picked, right? So when you get an email that says, hey, you're now on the squad, you're like, oh, sorry, I didn't think I was going to make it, so I plan to do something else. That just...
Yeah, if you plan to do something else, which I get it, like if you're on a wait
Back
list,
out,
then and
remove yourself.
and you choose to make other plans, just let somebody know.
Yeah. Because we alter stuff based on how many people are on the wait list. Like, hey, if we can make this happen, because there's so many people on the wait list, and we can close down another bay and set up a second bay or something, we do that, and then people don't show up. We have a class coming up here, well, I don't even remember now, December, I think?
I don't know, what are you talking about? Oh yeah, December.
Yeah, that's going to be a free class.
You should charge $5.
I really want to. I want to charge like $20 and then refund them when they show up. And if you don't show up, you...
That's what we should do. That's what, I mean, that is also a whole nother complication.
It is.
But that's what ASP does.
Yeah. I don't hate that, but that still costs us money to do that. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my Monday morning belt fed thing. Karen, good morning. Ritz, good morning. I don't know if I said good morning to you or not.
You didn't.
Okay. Now I did.
And Brian. Good morning, Brian.
Brian, good morning, sir.
Now I did.
That happened on Friday, and it was just infuriating to me that he's such an awesome person to talk to. If you don't know who he is, check out his page, Black Guns Matter. Watch some of his stuff on YouTube. You can donate to him, which allows him to travel around and do that sort of stuff, and you can get some education from him. It's worthwhile. Do it, please. And when you sign up for something, whether it's here or it's for a coaching job for your kids' Little League team, go freaking do it. Don't sign up for something and not show up.
So I have a little side thing to that.
Squirrel mouth.
Imagine that. So in CCW class, we were talking about constitutional carry, and you know, this is kind of in line with Maj, and he's very pro 2A, and he likes to promote advocacy for the 2A, which is massive. So in class, we were talking about constitutional carry and how it's not truly constitutional because of the restrictions and things like that. And if it was constitutional carry, there wouldn't be restrictions because it shall not be infringed. And you know, how do you solve that problem? Because you made a law that says you can go with the Second Amendment, which was already your God-given right. So that bothers me somewhat. So what if you could give tax dollars towards mandating training but allowed it to be free? That's what I would prefer, is like firearms training to be free or put into a school curriculum to keep everybody safe. I know that's trigger phrase, but you know, like that's something that I would put tax dollars towards, and that's a way that it could be free. But then you know, would people show up? It's like, ugh.
Yeah,
Probably not.
they wouldn't.
Nope.
Even if it's free training.
Yeah.
So
annoying.
it's frustration. But anyway, that was it wasn't that much of a squirrel.
So,
it connected.
Kind of.
Be a good, respectable person and do the stuff you say you're going to do. That's all I ask.
And be early.
And be early. Early's at least on time.
At least.
At least.
Which, if you're on time, you're early.
No, if you're on time, you're late.
What?
Or no, I mean, if you're early, you're on time. So
There you
if
go.
you're on time, you are early.
Mini map.
Vincent,
Simple geometry.
what time were you supposed to be here today?
In an hour.
Yeah.
Been here since 6:30.
Vincent, I mean, You're early.
I got bored at home.
Yeah.
What else?
So the only other thing I wanted to talk about today was deer season's coming up and sighting your deer rifle, right? You and I, Liz, talked about this briefly the other day. You know, we get people that come in here. There are places that, what the hell's the name of the Arnold Rifle Pistol Club right now does like $5 sight-ins or something, which is cool because they have a 100-yard range. You can go down there and it's $5 per gun or something, and you can sight in your guns. And they have people out there that'll help you out.
But why would I shoot at 100 yards when I can be indoor at 25?
Well,
and make
yeah.
measurements.
So here's the thing, right?
Here's the thing.
If you buy a gun from us today, or let's just say you didn't buy a gun, doesn't matter. You bring in gun optic and say, hey, how do I put this thing on top of this thing? We can do that for you, and we can bore sight it. So let's talk about the difference between bore sighting and zeroing first. Bore sighting just means you put a laser and shoot it down the barrel. And you then, on the optic, make adjustments so the crosshairs or the dot or whatever your optic is lines up with that dot. You are not ready to go hunting. You are not ready to go. That is a bore sight. So people think that, well, there's a laser going down the barrel, so it's exact. No, it's not. Right? There's adjustments. Even if you have a laser that looks like a cartridge and is shot straight down the barrel, what we typically use is just a magnet on the end of the barrel. So that can be moved around a bunch.
Yeah.
The point of that is not to get you perfectly on, because what is perfectly on? I mean, that depends on all sorts of things. So that just should get you on paper at a given distance, 25, 50 yards.
So on paper means that you're going to spend less time and less ammo getting it to zero.
Yeah. So now, when you want to start the zero process, you have to know, say, what you want your gun zeroed at. Most commonly for hunting rifles, it's 100 yards. That's what most people do. It's a very common distance to shoot in Missouri, 100, maybe out to 200 yards with all of our hills and heavy woods. It's not easy to shoot for further than that. And truthfully, most people aren't capable of humanely hunting past 100, 150 yards anyway. So let's just say you want your rifle zeroed at 100. Maybe you look up, you have this super awesome ballistics calculator, and you know how high the center of your optic is over the center of your barrel. You've got that measurement. You say, okay, I'm going to zero at 100 yards, so if my crosshairs are on the bullseye at 100 and I do everything perfect, I'll hit the bullseye every time. And that tells you, okay, at 25 yards, you should be 0.7 inches low. I'm making all this up. Don't go write it down and say,
Phil said so.
Yes.
Phil said so.
Good morning,
I'm
Andy.
supposed to be 0.7 inches low if I want 100 yard zero. So you show up here and you shoot and you're like, oh, I'm 0.7 inches below the bullseye at 25 yards. I'm good to go hunting.
Nope.
You are not. Your rifle is not zeroed. It's probably going to be pretty close. And you might be lucky enough that it is actually on. But if you have a teeny tiny little deviation at 25 yards, maybe you're just off to the left a little bit. You can't even tell at 25 yards. At 100 yards, you're going to be way left, or way high, or way low, or whatever. So you actually have to shoot your gun at 100 yards and be good at it to make your adjustments. Okay? Don't stop here at 25. Come in and do it. You have the comfort of air conditioning or heat or whatever. Awesome. Make sure that you're on paper and you're pretty darn close for your 100-yard zero, but you need to go to a 100-yard range to actually confirm the zero of your gun and make your adjustments.
Because when the bullet leaves the barrel, it's created an angle already. So as soon as it leaves, it's only going to get more and more and more as further it gets away. So just keep that in mind. At 25 yards, your margin for error is much bigger. The further you go out, the bullet's traveling still in that direction. So you need to make sure that it.
Look at Brian.
Brian.
Proud of you. Proud of you.
I can't
Good morning.
read it now.
Good morning, Andy. Tried to say it earlier, but y'all were laughing.
Good morning, Andy. My optic calls for a 50-meter zero, so I did a 100-yard zero. The math ain't mathing.
I relate
well,
to that.
Hey.
I relate to that.
Too bad. Then you just put it on there, duct tape, it'll work just fine.
Good enough for government
Trigger.
work.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're all good. So please, with deer season coming, actually zero your gun.
Yeah, go for it.
Jay Henges, conservation range, close to us, great place. You gotta shoot slow. And you can't get a whole lot of shooting in because you gotta every 10-ish minutes or so. It's every 15 minutes they shut down the line so everybody can go check their targets. But that takes 5-10 minutes for everybody to do that. So you end up with 10 minutes or so of shooting. So
Good morning.
go there. Great place to confirm zeros.
Good morning, Eugene. And Jan, he said Arnold Rifle Pistol, which is in Arnold, but then Jay Henges is down on 44 and Antire.
44 and Antire. Yeah, Jay Henges, great place. They are going to be busy this time of year.
Yep.
Arnold Rifle Pistol, do you have to have a membership to go?
No, not for the
Not
side
for
in
deer
days.
season? Okay.
Yeah, you just let them know you're coming in for the side-in days, and like I said, I think it's $5 per gun. Jay Henges is like $5 for an hour, right? So, and if it's not super busy, you can stay. If they've got to wait, they'll make you cycle out after an hour. If you go to Jay Henges, I mean, you should do this anywhere you go, but go to Jay Henges, listen to the RSOs. They are very picky about how fast you're shooting, and that you're hitting your target, not hitting the baffles or the ground or anything else, and that you're being safe. So there's some oddball rules there, but it starts to make sense after you do it. You can also get, when you're shooting at, say, 50, I wouldn't go straight from shooting 25 here to 100 if you don't think your gun is perfect. I would shoot at 50 and then out at 100. You can rent a spotting scope from them. It's either free or it's like $2. Do not be
Right.
that guy that shows up in full kit at Jay Henges.
Ask him how he knows.
I bet you are that guy.
Ask him how he knows. Ask me how I know that.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So do that.
Yep.
Go to Jay Henges. It's a nice, neat, clean range, and you can get out to 100 yards. Yes, ma'am.
You can practice shooting from your stand too. I mean, before deer season, but we talked about this the other day. Deer are probably not going to run away and start traveling far distances because of the gunshots in the area. So if you have the ability to, zero your gun on some property wherever you're hunting at, that's an option for you too. You'll just have to measure it out. And then, during archery season, it's good to practice shooting from your stand, especially if you're up high or something
The
like that.
angles and just where you can rest the gun to get, you think that, hey, this clearing, I can see this field here, so that's 100 yards. I got that easy. But then you get in your stand and you realize, well, I don't have any way of supporting the gun now.
Yeah.
Or maybe your stand's got a rail around it, but because of the angle, you have to halfway squat to be able to aim at it. All that stuff matters.
Oh, for sure.
So yeah, if you can go to your stand, it's definitely worthwhile to go and get a couple shots out of your stand, just to know what you're dealing with there.
For sure.
Dang it, I had something else. Oh, well, this is a totally separate subject, but go vote. Go vote. I went and voted the other day, and I tell you what, I wasn't so sure. I went on Friday and at my polling place, library in Ellisville, and there was a line out the door around the corner. I was like, oh crap, I'm going to be here forever.
This is good though.
But
People
it is
voting.
good. It makes me happy that many people are doing it. It went. I mean, it was like I texted you. I don't remember now. It was like an hour and 70 minutes, I think, total. We were moving almost the whole time. They were keeping everything going smooth. I'm not so sure about next week. Next week Tuesday.
I'm gonna be late.
It's gonna be a crazy day. So if you can go early, go early. I think you're gonna have a better line.
And go vote. Even if you think that your candidate they got this. Everybody's saying that they're loads ahead and I got nothing to worry about, please go vote.
Yes.
Your vote still matters.
Absolutely.
They will not win unless, like, you gotta
Please.
vote, please.
So, look on. You can look on the St. Louis County Election Board website to see where all the early places are.
I agree.
Jan says review the ballot early.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, this ballot is big and complicated, and definitely you can download a copy of it. You can at our polling place. I can't remember if I could have gone in and gotten a sample ballot. I don't know, but I
They
downloaded
usually
it.
mail you one.
Yeah, they
too.
mailed me one.
Or I didn't get one. At
and-
least my
and-
wife didn't give it to me if we got it.
Research this stuff because a lot of the commercials that are out there, they're saying one thing or this thing. Read into it because there are some things in there that are very tricky and they're worded a certain way that, you know, and they combine certain laws and they're trying to pass these, you know, like this one amendment might have multiple things in it that you're not familiar with. So go read it because the commercials and the people talking about it might only be referencing one aspect of it. And we're like, yeah, that makes sense, you know, and then you dig deeper and you're like, holy crap, I did not realize that. Please go research this because, you know, obviously we're voting for our president and that's massive, especially this election is so important. But our local government here is probably more important. Those are the ones that are going to be interacting with us. So go do the research, understand your local representatives, what they stand for, and understand what you're voting for because you don't want to just choose the president and then just vote the same way down. Maybe not. Just go vote. Go figure it out. Go research. Know the decision you're making.
And get everybody out there to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't. I actually had a good conversation with a friend of mine who is quite opposite of me politically, but we had a great conversation just about what we were doing and the importance of going and voting and why we feel it's important and all that stuff. And that's the way that it should be. That's not the way that it always is a lot of times. But don't get out there and start belittling somebody because you know they're going to vote for something different than you are. Just if you want to argue your point, that's fine. Have a conversation about the differences in your points. Don't have an argument because if you have an argument, you immediately put a wall up between you and another person, and they're never going to agree with you.
Right.
If you have a discussion, might you sway their opinion? Maybe, because it becomes logical.
Yeah.
So
If you're beating people up with your aggressive words and conversations, then they're going to even more so shun your ideology. And we need both sides.
Absolutely.
We need both sides, and it's important. It's just when one side becomes so. We don't need major extremes. We need to have both sides so where we can come together in the middle. Otherwise, things fall apart. So, and we definitely don't need to be divided. United we conquer, divided we fall.
absolutely.
We have to stick together. Have to.
All right. What else we got going on?
Shooting guns and having fun.
Classes.
Shooting guns.
I'm about to go shoot guns.
I don't know if I can. My forearms are toast.
Why?
I was holding very tightly on some collars this morning.
Choking people.
Oh my gosh, it's choking. Ow.
We're just kidding, Frank.
God, we're not kidding.
No, we're not.
Get away.
I'm trying to help you guys.
No, we're not kidding. It was under supervision though. So
I don't know that.
I was given explicit permission to kick ass today, and it was glorious.
That was great. And we got all sorts of stuff going on. We are closing early today. We have an employee outing, company outing today.
Team building.
Yep, we are going to go have some fun, and it's going to be a lot of people with sore backs tomorrow. We're going to go to Top Golf and have a good time tonight. So we are closing early. The store closes at 4:30 tonight. So we apologize if you made super big plans to come out here at 4:35 tonight because we will not be there. Come tomorrow at 4:35 and we will be here.
What about on Halloween?
Halloween, normal hours.
Yeah.
I think.
I'm pretty sure it's normal.
Yeah.
At least I think it is.
Charles!
Charles. I'm pretty sure. Alex, do you know?
On Halloween?
Halloween?
Halloween will be normal hours? Yes. We're just going to say yes.
We're going to go yes.
Okay.
Alex said so.
I'm not here anyway.
Nope. Why not?
It's Thursday.
Oh, is it? I thought it was on Wednesday.
Benny has a half day, so I'm going
it's-
to pick him up, and
no,
we're
it's
going to carve
Thursday.
pumpkins because we haven't had a chance to yet. Yes, mom shame.
Failed.
I mean, my pumpkin's very dead. Very
That's
dead.
one of the reasons why I wanted to wait until it got closer to Halloween, because
makes
otherwise they just disintegrate.
So Halloween Day it is.
Halloween Day it is. It actually
I
worked out pretty
could
well.
not even tell you how many times in the last many years we have actually carved pumpkins after Halloween.
Oh, because so it's okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Life is
So yeah, Halloween Thursday, normal hours then. We got all sorts of classes. We've got our first, I think, right? Practical pistol class coming up tomorrow. Yeah, I'm excited for it.
I'm going to come give you trouble.
That's fine. Please do.
Okay.
I want to need it. We got Red Dot 2 today.
Yep. Noon.
And man, we got all sorts of stuff going on. I don't even know. I haven't really sat down on my computer today, and my brain's not completely turned on yet because I was pretty spun up about people not freaking showing up when they're supposed to. If you sign up for something, freaking show up.
Yeah.
Made the dad noise. The dad noises came out.
Anyway, that's
Lady-
all we got, I think.
Lady Sentinel website's up.
Lady Sentinel website, yeah, go check that out. LadySentinel.com. Website looks great. It's awesome.
It's awesome.
That is, I mean, chugging along way faster than I anticipated. I don't know if it's moving too slow or too fast for you, but
I'm holding on for dear life. I'm holding on for dear life.
flapping in the
Yes.
breeze behind it.
And trying to, yes, I'm
Good luck.
trying to hold on.
All right, I think that's all we got. Right?
Good morning, Gordon. Good morning, Karen.
Good freaking morning.
But we got to go now.
We gotta go. We gotta actually do work today. You guys need something? Come see us, 14803 Manchester Road in beautiful Baldwin, Missouri. It is going to be an awesome day. Yes.
I just have to say this one thing.
Okay.
We've been having a lot of people come in wanting to buy guns, brand new, and I think it's often misunderstood that you should shoot the guns first. Try some guns out before you buy them. I know that Christmas is right around the corner. A lot of people are going to be getting guns for Christmas or buying guns for whatever thing, whatever. Just, if you're buying a gun for somebody, or if you want to buy a gun from somebody, for somebody, get a gift card and have them take a class, at least do a private lesson to try out some guns, because so many people are so surprised when they buy this gun, they come in, they shoot it, and they hate it. And it breaks our hearts because we want you to enjoy shooting. And if your first experience shooting is with a gun that somebody gave you with good intentions, it's all
Sure.
good. And it hurts to see that because it's so important. It's like trying on shoes before you buy them and think, even more than that. It's
We see it, unfortunately, a lot of times right at the first of the year because of the holidays.
Yeah.
And people will often, these are only the ones that we see, right? This, husband buys a gun for wife likes the gun, thinks it looks cool, whatever, doesn't know anything about it, signs up for a lesson, comes in, shoots with Liz, and like, man, this thing is terrible. Liz says, well, let's try this one. Oh, I really like this one. Why didn't you buy me this one? Well, you didn't try anything. The number of people that happens to that we don't see, who then just think that shooting guns isn't for me because I shot this and I don't like it. You're probably doing it incorrectly, not necessarily unsafely, but incorrectly. So it hurts more. It's not nearly as comfortable as it could be. Or the gun just does not fit your hands. And you don't know that a gun should fit your hands. So yes, please, if you want to help somebody get into this world, get them a gift certificate, let them come in and do a couple of lessons or take a class and get a much better idea. I love it when we have the people who take basic handgun and then do a lesson or two before they ever buy the gun. Does that add cost to the cost of the gun?
Yes.
Yes, because you're paying for lessons or a class. But you end up with something that you know you're going to like.
sure.
That works for you. Definitely an investment in you. So
It's
do
worth
that,
it.
please.
For sure. Good morning, Luke.
Luke, good freaking morning.
Okay,
All right,
we're
you
done
good?
now.
Now can we leave?
Are we good?
Okay. Are you sure?
I'm trying to not get
Okay.
distracted.
We have permission now from Elizabeth.
What about now? Are we good?
to
Stop it.
let us
Squirrels.
go away.
Wait, what about that one thing? There was the one thing we talked about in the office. I'm just kidding. Her face.
14803.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yep.
What?
14803.
I almost sounded like a foreign language.
14803. Manchester.
14803.
Manchester Road.
And beautiful.
In Baldwin, Missouri. Missouri. 10 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Oh, I gotta go.
Just hold on for dear life. Just hold on.
Matthew, good freaking morning, sir. All right.
my God.
14803 Manchester Road in beautiful Baldwin, Missouri. 10 to 8, Monday through Friday. Saturday, 9 to 6. Sunday, 10 to 6. You guys stay safe. Be nice to one another. If you need something, come see us later. Awkward pause. We're going to pause awkwardly. I'm going to pick your...